Good morning, my friends. Happy Friday. Can you believe it's Friday already? It is very warm out today. Please stay hydrated. And if you're playing outside, sunscreen and bug spray. Alrighty, let's get started. May 29th, 2020. Dear friends, today is Friday. It is the last Friday in the month of May. Can you believe it is almost, Love Mrs. Jones. What is the month that's coming up? January, February, March, April, May, June. And we know how to spell this word, June. It starts with that capital J. J. U. You hear it nice and loud, that U. June. And if there's space for one more and we have a long vowel U, we know it's a quiet E, powering it up. Alrighty, let's find some capitals this morning. We have capital M, capital D, capital F, capital T, capital F, capital I, capital F in Friday. We keep going, capital M in May, capital C, capital J, capital L, and M, and J. Alrighty, let's get those ending marks this morning. We start here, and we know we have a period, and we have another period, and we have a question mark. Awesome. Can we find some digraphs this morning? Oh, yes, we can. We've got TH, the, another TH. I love when we have THs at the end of words, the end of the word month. Keep going, keep going. I do not see any more digraphs. Do we have some long vowels today powering some things up? We sure do. We've got, let me keep moving along. We have this one here that we talked about. We have the O in Jones that we talked about. Alrighty, let's count some syllables this morning. Almost, two. June, just one. And let's do believe, two. We're going to add a 1, so we know we have 6 plus 1 more, 7. So now we've got 100, 6 tens, 7, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, plus 7 is 67. Yesterday we had 14 days left, which means today we have one smaller than 14, 13. Let's check our math. 7 plus 3 more is 10. So we have 0 because we've traded for a 10 rod. 6 plus the one we traded for is 7, plus 1 more is 8. We have 8 tens and 100. 180 is still our goal with 13 days remaining. Awesome. So I wanted to give you something sort of fun today. On warm days, when you just feel like you need a break, but you still have some schoolwork to do, this is sort of a fun one. And this is one we would have done in school. So you can do this one at home. So what I do is I take a marker and I just draw a zigzag or swirl. So I could draw a zigzag. And now I'm going to choose a unit of measure. And my unit of measure today is going to be paper clips. So what I would do is I would lay this flat. I'll show you with it up just because you can see it easier. But I would lay this flat and I would start to measure. Before I did that, I'd just predict how many paper clips do you think it will measure? So I would lay one here, another here, up, not quite 2, so I'll remember that. And I would keep going. So far I've got 2.5. And I would keep going and going and going until I had the whole thing covered and then count them up. I'm always amazed at how many it takes. So you could use paper clips, you could use pennies. Just remember, whatever your unit of measure is, they have to be the same length. So you have to choose the same length paper clips, or the same exact coins, so all pennies, all nickels, all dimes. All right? And then you have to make sure when you're laying them that you lay them end to end, that you're right on the line, end to end. So this is an activity that I really enjoy because I can do it sitting down, and I can just get a nice cozy spot in the shade. It doesn't require anything but a blank piece of paper, and look, I can even turn it over and I can do the same activity, but I can choose a different shape. You could choose a letter to do, that would be fun. Sometimes I just like to do swirls and see how many that would take. And if you don't have a big piece of paper, even an index card would do. So you could do something like that. And I want you to predict first before you do it and then cover, because honestly, I'm always amazed at how many it ends up taking when I've covered it all over. So that's a nice, calm, quiet job for you today. If you have some math work to do, then you could do this. Put your unit of measure into 10 bundles or into groups of 10 and make it easy to count them and just see what you come up with. I'd be curious to know how you do. So just a quiet option on a warm day. Speaking of warm, let's look at our temperature, 72. This is what I wanted to show you. 45 on Monday, we climbed up to 61, 62, 69, 72. Can you figure out the distance from 45 to 72 on your 100 grid? How much did we gain in terms of degrees? The other thing I wanted to point out to you as I was looking at our collection, this number over there that I had from a previous month was 27. This is why the order of the digits matters. 27 is not the temperature today. If it were 27, we would be dressed very differently and we'd be talking about more winter things. So 72, that 7 in the 10 columns as the first digit, becomes really important. That's why the order of the digits matters. Okay, you've got some jobs for today, and I'm sure that it's Friday. You've got some nice plans. I heard about them yesterday. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you back here on Monday to hear all your weekend news. Until then, keep a picture in your pocket, a poem in your head, and I will do the same. Goodbye for now.